Meg, David, do you guys want to play this new game I have? Hello?
Sure. How do we play
let's, I've never played it before. Let's look at the instructions. You want to read them, Amanda?
Yeah, okay. So the first thing, you need one deck of hello cards and 1 to 8 players, at least one of whom will function as the facilitator, a person familiar enough with the topics discussed in the game to lead respectful, informed discussion.
Okay, who's going to be...
Oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So first, all participants, including the facilitator, will sit or stand in a circle. The facilitator will shuffle the deck of hello cards and arrange them in a stack in the middle of the group. The facilitator draws one hello card and reads the term to the group. So this term is cisgender. Take 3 minutes, either in order, around the circle, or popcorn style, for group members to share their first blush thoughts on the concepts, with strong emphasis on personal experiences in I statements. Does anyone have any I statements like to share as an example?
I am cisgender.
I would also identify as cisgender.
Cool. Okay, so we got our first blush observation. Step 3. After 3 minutes, the facilitator will flip the hello card and read the definition printed on the back. Cisgender, people whose gender identity matches the sex they were assigned at birth. They will then go through the discussion questions with the group, which we will not do for time's sake. But for example, the discussion questions we came up with for this card are, number 1, are there times that the world seems to be designed for cisgender folks? And then discuss that. And then the second question is, when did you first realize that you are either cisgender or transgender? After you've completed discussion of the hello card, discard it, draw a new card, and repeat steps 2 and 3. And you all want to talk about the expansion suggested games once you have mastered this?
Sure, there's 3 expansion games. The first one is called Who Am I?, where you lay all the cards word side up on the desk, and then you take turns going in order around the circle, talking about one of the cards that you want to share, how that relates to your identity.
And we had gone through some other iterations where we were like worried that people might feel forced into an outing sort of process.
Too much.
So I think it's important to emphasize this is a prototype. You would need to have a few more kinds of cards that will really work best, so people could choose something they're really comfortable operating with at, in a group, possibly in a work context.
And it's flexible to the size of the group and who's there and how comfortable you're sharing things.
The second one was inspired by, at IDEO, they had the Ask Me About, Tell Me About board. And so in this game, you would choose something that you're willing to serve as a resource on, or that you want to understand more about. So if I maybe said, tell me about being a person of color, and someone else said, ask me about being a person of color, we could match up and I could, with their permission, find out more about their experience.
Great.
How did concepts and context work?
That was based on the original idea we had, yeah. So their last expansion is concepts and context, which would involve these like concept cards and then also some like context cards that would be like an expansion pack, and you'd basically talk about how different kind of identities would relate in different contexts and have more of a further discussion on the specifics of any of these cards.
All right, nice job, guys.